Growing up, we used to tease the woman like who would be eating good taxi. Oh, my mother would. My mother would diss you. That's like diet hair. Okay, taxi. I think I'm doing it. When it participate, and I make a figure what it. I'm laughing. What that?
And if I laugh, you're going to pang chicken, you're going to defrost chicken.
Hey!
You're allowed to defrost chicken.
It's not a complaint once and then
yeah, right, too soon.
Mama wrote to I didn't quite sit there. It's like you pass it to you. Can't it's so big. No, you know my issue is what? I forget. And my kids will be saying, Daddy, what did you eat? And then I mention, you don't bring some. Really, Dad? I would have loved that. I'm like, in that moment, I'm like, okay, I'll get you some. So now I'm like, I can't pull up that move. Because I'm going to tell you one day I was enjoying this. And then you're going to be like, oh, and you didn't bring me some.
You ate it without us?
I'm like, I was in a taxi. I had to eat it in a taxi.
Okay, we can come in from this side.
Yeah, Timban. Nice of you to join us, bro.
Yeah, you know, we're like halfway in already.
And we did the intro. African time, man. What's this? What do you call this?
African
time.
This is
beyond African time, bro.
This is African time. This is
I'm thinking about that thing you said earlier.
I'm still jet lagged. I'm still 2 hours behind. I'm still 2 hours behind. Like, you know, like.
The things like, which one?
Nah, I don't want to say it now. It's for a lifetime, I get it. So I'm going to hold on for it for a lifetime. So, don't want to ruin it.
Now I'm 2 hours behind. I'm sorry, guys.
It's all London. Also good.
Jet lag.
So, where were we? Sorry, guys.
No.
Let's just like.
We're refreshing. There's nothing to pick up.
Oh.
Yeah, we never dropped it.
Yeah.
It's fine, guys.
Let's introduce.
Oh, wow. That's so extra. You know when you walk into that group of friends and they were talking, and they walk because they stopped talking. They're like, sure, police. Really? Really, guys?
When somebody like gets their legs, like
they want you to feel it. Yeah. Nice of you to join us.
Good afternoon.
You finally came to join us.
I
appreciate it.
And it's worse on Teams, bro. It's like virtual, like there was no need. Oh, I see sources here. Earlier on, we just went around the table and introduced ourselves. Please do the same.
You didn't miss anything.
You didn't miss anything important for you.
We were just starting, like
15 minutes in.
Now you find yourself defensive. No, I just came to observe, guys. Came to observe. What are we doing here? We needed observation.
Stuck on another call.
Yeah, you have to make up, right?
Yeah. I saw this like that you can create like an AI version of yourself.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like, I wish you could do that for some Teams meetings. Like, I don't need to attend this personally, but I wish I could send my AI.
Yeah.
No, but eventually we're going there.
We're going
there. Eventually, give it two more years, we'll be there. That will be the virtual assistant. True. But adoption-wise, I'm saying like give it 2 years, then it's like commercial.
All these note takers, they get there earlier than they start the meeting. I hate those, bruh. I'm just
I deny you.
Note taker started.
You didn't even get a proper subscription. Using the premium. You're gonna get half a report anyway.
Like I love those things because it's just like it summarizes the whole entire thing for you. And then after the meeting, you're like, kind of what was important in that thing. So it means, Guti, I didn't actually have to pay attention. You know when you're like, no, I didn't get everything. And then You have to go back with like order. Please summarize the meeting.
But you know what? You know what it helped with. As you read the notes and you highlight. Have you ever gone and looked at the whole transcript?
No.
To compare what it left out, because it just summarizes what it thinks this is important. Then when you look at the transcript, I once saw a transcript where the same point was made from 5 minutes, it's been 10 minutes later, it's still being, I'm like, we got the point from that first minute, but now people have to sit through this, and someone is repeating themselves and then saying anything new. And you're like,
they're just
who's disagreeing with you right now?
It's the same thing.
And I learned to say, I learned from reading that, like when I said, I was like, ooh, I wonder what mistakes I make, where I'm repetitive, like a point has been made, like, okay, let's move on, Keep meetings short. Now when I saw I think last year, and there's this one that stands out right now. Hey, my introduction is too long.
Dragging.
I'm like, I'm building this context, and the suspense has dragged so much that the punchline is not enough of a punchline to be a takeaway. Everyone is now caught up on the hypothetical scenario. Now you're caught up, but why was it like that? You're like, no, that's the point. The point is this. But because it took so long, they got lost in the story. And I'm like, oh, okay, I must learn now. And now even when I talk on Teams now, like, and now because people are so used to me creating context, the background and whatnot. I think Tatiana would ask, so are you okay? Is that it? Is that it? Like, you said a point, but we're not used to you saying like this. Oh, you're not feeling it today, right? I'm like, no, I'm trying to improve. The AI said I can speak better.
You bring up an important point like about AI. I always tell people to like ask AI what you already know.
Okay.
So like for instance, everything that you were saying in that meeting or in that summer, you were there. So it's not like the information, it's generating ideas for you. So it's like you can go back and be like, oh, you know what, I need to be like, I ask you like a question to like, please analyze the tone and
the whole delivery. What can I improve?
What are the gaps? What can and don't be agreeable. And it's like, I also realized it's like I can say I'm like that person. I will say the long story. I will take the silly route, and it's like, no, be more concise. Get to the point. What are the key things that I need to say, and like don't keep saying something over and over again. So it's just like, it gives me a different perspective. Or sometimes it's just like I'm having one of those days and I have a lot on my mind, and I'm just like, I don't even know where to start. So you are talking like, you're just like, hey man, I have all of this, and then like it gives you like, okay, if you actually take 90 minutes and block your time like this, you can actually be able to do it. And it's like, okay, that actually not sometimes with the information help, but it puts me at ease with, actually I have time.
Now I can unpack. Now I can do it.
Now it's like,
in a relaxed manner as well.
In a relaxed manner.
I think it's doing what Toastmasters was doing for everybody.
Sure.
Now you have your own personal Toastmaster.
You're gonna pay money.
Guys, don't pretend like you pay for these email readers and everyone I see. You want like, because the meeting was like more than an hour, you only get the first 30 minutes. Now I'm left with a half a report. So it's like legit now. I'm like, you don't even pay for it.
So what Toastmaster, like I want the babysitter dog. Like hear me out. As an adult, not an assistant, not a PA. Like how a kid, if like you're a kid and you have a babysitter, like if voila or you do anything, that person needs to jump.
Okay.
If you're hungry, if you need to go somewhere,
you want someone to do that for you?
Yeah, so I don't want the spec to be an assistant, because assistant maybe means like on the work site. yabo, or a person that's
Yours
like
sounds
You want like an adult sitter.
You want a
an
nurse.
adult sitter.
You want a nurse.
on my back and call, bro. Whatever.
Feed me.
Feed me. Like this person needs
Burn
to.
me.
Thank you. Needs to understand that I'm hungry before I'm hungry because that's what the people. You need to know what's it like. You know what?
You're such a fucking lazy nigga like this one.
That is the laziest shit.
I am hungry.
I'm like,
Oh, this person has a bunch of.
like, I need to
today.
pee now. Please the toilet. Why am I going to the toilet?
Like think about like let's say today like is a Monday. I'm gonna have a lot of like meetings. I like this person already like knows my
This
name
nigga is lazy,
and
bro.
plans the shit out of it because adulting is hard.
Is this a nurse? Is this a nurse?
No, like no.
It's a caregiver. It's a caregiver.
Nah, like.
But the things you were demanding, you will get a retirement home.
Me
When
out.
I'm hungry
Hear
before
me
I'm
out.
hungry. I hate this
Like
nigga.
dude, like even like if
They are
only,
cooking
like,
for you.
dude, like you have kids, like
Yeah.
your child mustn't be hungry and cry. Like for the babysitter to give the child food. They know what's it. At 1 o'clock, this child must eat. So now me it's like
Guys, do you have wives here or? Sorry, Themba. You
Because-
say you are hungry and they must bring you food.
because I have like king.
No check. You have served yet?
Oh,
When
yeah.
I'm on schedule, I left.
Wives.
At
Yeah.
the tampon.
I left my base in the car in the hot. My babysitter would have made sure what they come.
No, like it's P-way. Remember it's P-way. It's
My
P-way.
point exactly.
Yeah, it's P-way.
Like that person that does like like Emma. Can you get me like? I'm okay.
Do you want us to bring the fruit?
Yeah.
Also?
About this kind of thing.
Oh, so I'm Maczwel. Now I'm the keep. I'm the
Case in
babysitter.
point. Case in point. What I say. I'm so bonus. You don't think this is possible?
Too many invoice.
Like the qualification of this person from a cook.
I'm not gonna cook.
So who cooks?
I'm getting in this crazy world of mine and like.
Oh, okay, okay.
Go with me here, guys. I'll have. You have a chef, right?
Yeah.
You'll have a person that drives for you and the person that cleans. So this person is basically like also the chief of staff. So we'll make sure that the cleaner is cleaning, the driver is taking me
PeeBee,
where I have to go.
You are buying the village. You just described the village.
I want a chief of staff.
Yeah.
Like that
You need to be a chief first.
No. That person makes sure what's it like they are the one that's like in their approach. It's more of a like I get to those person. The driver is like their job to drive me. The cook is to make sure I'm eating healthy and whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm so because they are with me maybe when I'm doing very like personal stuff, they're like no. Themba, like you need to be eating more healthy. Remember when we went to the doctor? We did.
So they were there.
So that's
even
why
then.
I'm just like I want, cause like if you think about like what a that's
just
why I
like
met an
your
adult
wife, bro,
sitter.
like-
You know, what a kind of relationship. I want to hear all the time. Okay, but nothing love got to do with it. I'm paying you. I'm like, yeah, you could, but you're doing it the long way around. Get a girlfriend, get a wife.
No, like then I have to invest emotionally and shit. No.
Trust me. You think with this person who's checking up on you constantly.
I wanted
You're
to
not
be that
investing in a
job to do
relationship.
that. Like my girlfriend wouldn't be there. Like I'm pay. Like they don't have to do it at their utmost best because I'm not paying them.
But they don't have a life.
These days, dog, like you
Like
can,
that
you can
person
have
doesn't
these
have a
things.
life.
Go
Like
have
their
like
life evolves around you
Yeah.
now.
You can request these things like go on Tinder and just
Tinder now.
This is how I want. This is the type of relationship I want.
Your first reference can't be Tinder. She's avoiding what's on Tinder.
This is who my hinge from.
Oh, okay. The options.
Are they? They're
Besides Tinder.
You guys
I
are not
only
even
know
talking
Tinder.
about. There should. What are these?
There's Bumble, there's
No, man.
Oh,
The
okay.
nurse, the in-house nurse. What do they call them? What do they call the full-time nurse?
But dude, the nurse.
That's what you're looking for.
No, like a nurse is like health stuff. No, I don't want. Like,
You just mentioned you're going to a doctor's appointment, and this
No, I'm
person
making
reminds
an
you to say,
example.
remember
They know
your
they
prescription."
have maybe like access to. That's why I get to like a personal assistant from, because I'm looking at it from what I do.
SK basically.
From what I do, like people have specific like job descriptions.
Yeah.
You can't expect your PA to like be maybe like arranging things like with somebody like your domestic worker, or like, hey, my dog needs walking or shit like that. So I don't want people doing that overlap with like now. For my side, I feel like it's sometimes there's one point that's gonna lack. Or couple, like it's kind of inhumane in terms of the hours some people have to work. So then if I'm hiring you to be like, you know, like make sure on my personal side, I think my personal life is organized. I think maybe that's what I need. Like, Donna, like today, maybe for instance, the stuff that you wanted to get to your sister. Let's say you wanted like they're not comfortable, or let me go get some, like somebody needs to get some seats, organize that, where to get them. So like it's just like a call away, they can call that person to arrange all of that stuff. You would see like the stuff that I do not want to do, but it's my personal stuff, things that require you as an adult. I need to go.
But don't you think you can do that digitally already? Like, there's a digital assistant that will manage your schedule. In that schedule, you choose what you want to attend.
That's the problem. The you. This is that you. That you. She doesn't want to be part of that. She wants somebody to do it for her.
Dude, don't double. Let's say my friend calls me
I'm
and
saying
says,
the AI assistant does that.
today I would have been early if I had that person.
Basically,
has to responsible good like, hey, you need to wake me up.
And the first thing you do, depending on what interface you're using to engage with it. It could be through your what you call your Amazon speakers. What's that? Similar to your series.
You have to set it up.
AWS.
And you can switch it off. You can't switch off a
Alexa.
human being. Alexa.
Yeah, you want that.
You can't switch off a human being, dude. Like you can switch off an alarm. I can set an alarm to wake me up.
No, you don't. You don't. That human being, you're gonna tell them, Ish, tomorrow I want to do this, and say I want to do run over this time.
So you can speak to Siri.
And then they do that. Yes.
Can't say, but it when that alarm rings, dude, what you can snooze. That's what I mean. Even if that person, you just like, hey Alexa,
no,
set this.
it'll wake you up. Even if you're snoozing, it'll come back on. Says it's time to wake up. It's a voice. It's just a voice.
I know.
So as long as it's there, it says it's time to wake up. You haven't woken up. You're gonna miss this
so
meeting.
You know, like my Claudie has this. She gave me an alarm that's a lamp. It's $4,000 on Amazon.
Okay.
This thing is like, instead of just waking you up as the sun rises, Leona, it's a light that changes according to the sunlight. So if the sun starts rising from 5 o'clock, it wakes like your nervous system, blah 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 blah. Dude, you
don't wake up. Okay, what makes you think a human being will wake you up? Okay.
Because they do.
Yeah.
Like they're like a person gonna get.
Have you ever woken up your boss? And Adam, would you come back? Like, that's what the position they're putting, like, as this person. And then now I'm gonna say, why did you? I did, but you were like, you nudged me, and I was like, I don't want.
It's your job. You better make sure that I wake up.
It's your job. That's why I'm saying you can't do that to your wife and be like, it was your job.
So you want your mother? That's what you want.
Man, you know what? If you're like that,
Lazy God.
Lazy God. I can even call that like,
Oh my goodness.
Like I feel like there's a lot of niggas that could use that service. Like I could start a business and say like,
I'll be your mother.
Maybe after I done, like higher grace.
Higher grace.
I'll be your mother.
And I'm telling you, it's like there's people that I've talked about, and they're like,
you could easily just go home.
I've said this.
You're gonna pay a subscription for someone who's not your mother to be your
No,
mother?
for people who don't have mothers, dog.
You know,
They don't have mothers or like.
Do you think you'd? Okay, it's so far-fetched right now. Bear with me.
For you, but I've spoken to a few people that are like, you know what?
Like, what is a mother?
I
How do
could
you
use
define a
that.
mother? But because my definition, we say mother, but I only know mother through my mother. You know mother through
Yeah.
or whatever guardian you have.
Somebody you can't say no to, bro.
You understand?
Yeah. No matter
Can you
how hard you
hire?
are.
Can you
matter
hire
how
someone?
tired
You,
you are,
can, because
no matter how
I'm in the job
depressed
of
you are.
hiring people, dog. That
you hire someone you were like,
You
I'm
can.
so intimidated
It's
by this
actually
person.
like if we
Yeah.
Google this
Yeah.
right now, this,
Yeah.
it actually is this.
And they're gonna wake me up, and I'm gonna say,
No matter how babalas
Hey,
you
wait
are,
now.
dog, no matter how tired you are, no matter how depressed you are.
Yes.
Have you told a black mother go to you and you are depressed and they'll tell you,
So mothers have been known
Nama
to say
free.
that the
Even-
most illest shit just to get to your emotion.
But
For
like,
wait,
wait.
yeah,
So
when
you-
Takuri. So
you-
this person must do that.
So
Like,
like,
yeah.
when it sounds far-fetched, in the Diddy trial, there was a lady that was.
You are not helping yourself with this
know.
reference right now.
Because like bar existed everywhere, though.
No,
My po-
just
like-
because it's Johnson's baby oil. It doesn't mean you gotta stack it up.
Dude, in the like, that person was responsible for setting the rooms up and like all of there's so many, and he had personal assistants. So now what I'm trying to say is that there's actual, and they called her chief of staff. There's
Yeah.
actual people in like that are, it's their responsibility. You could see it's a merger between like your personal, because it's chief of all of your staff. So Jay, you're responsible to make my life easier.
But I think also, shouldn't it be like maybe there's a legacy, there's a thing that you are also protecting, and these people serve to be your eyes and ears. What is it beyond them just looking out for you, do you think? Because it sounds like overkill to have a chief of staff just to tell me, wake up. Hey, it's time to wake up.
No, not
No, that's one aspect.
It's one aspect.
Who's
You're
doing
focusing on
the?
the sleep.
One person wins us, okay, listen to this.
They are they are responsible for coordinating, because there's.
Oh,
a
they
person-
will hire a cook.
I did say, which there's a cook, there's a
Gotcha.
they're responsible.
They're making
for,
sure what your life is catered for.
it's easy. Like in
So that
my
you
job,
can do what?
It's my job is to.
Like, yeah, that's the free time, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to solve this. I don't have to drive there.
So-
So now I got more time.
Yeah, for instance, dude, like if I didn't have to maybe drive to work, and I'm not talking about like on I know, like I don't have that much going on in my life.
She would have gotten here early if she had all of those
That
people.
person
Would have been done by now.
Yes, that like the driver while I'm driving, I'm still working on stuff. on
Yeah,
my
I'm
laptop.
thinking, so you work harder, man. Hey, Elibert catches the worm.
Yeah.
And then someone like, it's not my problem. Why am I making this my problem?
Yeah.
It's because I don't have a chief of staff.
Chief of staffs, bro.
Yeah.
I don't need to think about like the and I think because in Ghana one of the
Wait, okay, sorry. While you are responding, I want you to also add, Hore, who qualifies for a chief of staff? Because I still, we used to it like the person that, the people you reference to make an example of what's happening.
Yeah.
They are like an enterprise, they are a brand. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So for them, they see themselves as, I can commoditize my movements and whatnot. Everything now is an opportunity. I need people looking out for my interest. Hey, make sure I'm dressed this way. Where now you're taking care of my nutrition and all that. Why? Because we see the brand you are, and the more you stay healthy, the more little we benefit in the circle.
Yeah.
Until, I'm not happy with who you are, and you're like, but you signed an NDA. Yeah, but here's a camera, you kicked me.
But like
That's what
now
now I'm like, that's because you had too many people around you witnessing all of this.
now I think like specifically for now personally, it's because like I have ADHD, né? and I can see how sometimes my life can be very disorganized, because I sometimes like focus on big picture so much that I even like forget taking care of myself.
Okay.
So for instance, even like eating,
Yeah.
like that forget to eat, or like this and it's like 8 p.m. I haven't eaten breakfast, lunch, dinner. And
Let's
I
have problems, eh?
forgot.
You are fasting.
I was working.
It sounds like this is a preference.
Like with ADHD, it's sort of it affects like your executive function.
Can I ask this?
Which is the executive function of your brain. Like,
Yeah.
So like I wanna like the word it's those things that basically for when a normal person that doesn't have ADHD, it makes sense. You need to wake up in the morning because you need to go to work. It's as simple like the.
No, but I don't even know what I have. All I know is that you need to be a decent human being. Brush your teeth. No one's gonna tell you that. And be on time.
And be on time and for a normal person, dog, it's how tricky.
I don't know what's normal.
I get you for motu that doesn't have.
I don't know what I don't have or have.
If now it's diagnosed, like
I think I think that say once they diagnose you and you know what you have.
In my mind, I'm like, oh,
that's
and I'm like, all my life I've had to fight. I could have gotten the chief of staff. Where would I be now? I don't want to find that out.
I think once they diagnose you,
so don't you feel like the diagnosis itself now condemns you and like reaffirms? Now you're gonna almost like surrender to this, whereas, and I don't know if struggling, because what you're saying, I know I struggle with it. Whether I'm gonna say it's ADHD or what, I don't know what I have. I haven't been diagnosed. Not interested in finding out. All I've learned was like you need to cope.
You need to go.
Keep up.
I'm there with you, bro.
It's like I know it's hard. Like I should be sleeping now, but I'm here. It's not because I'm normal. I'm actually fighting.
But like you
they yawn, and I'm like focus.
But like there's also like a spectrum, meaning there's these degrees of dysfunction. Also, yes, you have it, but maybe you are on the lower end of the spectrum. The thing about it's not even affirming like your struggle, though. I could even like change it into the topic of your sexuality. I didn't. At 5 years old, I didn't know I was a lesbian. I didn't know what the word lesbian means. I knew like this is me. So and when I grew up, I realized the name for this thing is lesbian, but it didn't mean now now I'm like I'm gonna be extra lesbian.
No, it does because you know why I say that.
I become like extra lesbian.
No, you do. You know why? Now you're saying I'm lesbian. Before you did it, you affirm it. That's the reaffirming thing. I'm like, now the label reaffirms it. Whereas before, as a child, you didn't even know this name. So it's like, this is a spectrum. The label puts walls in the spectrum now. Because when you're saying lesbian, we know the definition starts here and ends here.
So dude, like when you were
and I think as human beings, we are much more fluid than those things. Unless you identify yourself by sex.
No.
But if you don't identify yourself by sex, it's like why am I even having this conversation?
That's my point. Like you did, like there was a point where you were a boy and you're like, I'm a boy. And then when you realized, I'm a man, it didn't make you like, I need to.
No, it does. Because every opinion of indoor this, you are conscious of that to say, am I there? It does. The label does. The minute you associate with something, you want to embody it.
So, but for Nandana, or like finding out even about like my ADHD via like in the last we were talking about let's go these things.
We knew nothing.
Like we don't discuss them, don't talk about it. It's not a thing. You just go you learn to cope, and you're just you. And now you don't even know whatever. But the thing is, like in my own personal life, unlike maybe other people's experience of the thing, there was like actual, by the way, like when it's ADHD, it's when it's actually like affecting all aspects of your life, like your social interactions. It's affecting you at work. It's affecting you with your family life, and I'm like, yeah, like. That the dysfunction of it, me not being able to manage time, is affecting family, social, at work. I come to work, I'm late, and all of those things. And it's just like, you don't want to be that person. Understand? It's not like something else. When we started the I was starting the humorous aspect of it. I was like, ooh, I want a babysitter. But like the actual is like, ooh man, if I had somebody to assist me with that little thing in my life,
it's all there. It's all 1 hour.
Well, that can assist me with that aspect of my, like the things that I struggle with, like properly.
Correct.
I would be able to do so much more now as a human being with all those aspects. I'd be so able to do so much more personally, like I'd be able to do so much more with my family. Legal spanning, I feel like there's a lot of things that I'd be able to achieve if I was able to have that, like, and it's not as easy as finding an app and all of that. But
I think it eventually will be.
You know, like how academic and Elon Musk, he said that he was diagnosed with Asperger's, right? Okay. Asperger's is also like in the spectrum, ADHD and autism, and that is in the literal sense, it's a disability, right? If you check it out, like autism, it's a disability and ADHD. So and he's the richest man in the world, and he has people that he can hire that can help him with that. So sometimes when you look at things like you're like, actually having that kind of support and access and Nyugu, right? It can actually like help. If I had the money,
I'm thinking someone is also hearing that, oh, I don't have to go through the test of character. I can just subscribe to the service and I don't have to prove that I can be on time. And in my mind I'm like, wasn't there you having to cope and prove? Was it? It was also showing you the resilience you have to be in a world where it's not easy for me. Not everything comes at a grasp for me. I have to, But it's like after resilience and fighting, I'm still here.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I get there's a prosthetic, but also there was this journey of, I am more than just a prosthetic. I am also me. I've got the sense of who I am, and I will limp for now. I will limp, and I will limp. That one, nice to have, but it's not my entirety. Whereas when I hear your example, it becomes your entirety, and in my mind I'm like, when is PeeBee gonna learn the disappointment of not arriving on time because you didn't plan, and now your mind reflects to say, had I done this, had I managed this well, I wouldn't hear. But that is character building, that internal conversation. Now you actually have an excuse to blame someone, which I don't know if it's a good character you also want to learn, because the very man you speak of, he has a hard time reflecting on his mistakes because, hey, I hired you didn't do this, now I have to answer to this. And my man, they're like, but you went on your Twitter and you typed all these things, so we must protect you from yourself. Now you're like, what are we doing now? Britney Spears all over?
I hear you though, like because you made an example about like limping. It's just like, maybe that's like when we started the conversation, I made like a humorous example of saying like chief of staff, but not with like somebody that you're gonna blame and all of that. People that actually have money, and maybe like Elon Musk is a bad example, but there's other people who say that less well known. And Bona Banale, recently we had a candidate Akupiling who has autism, and asked to have their sort of like life coach also attend the interview.
Oh, okay.
So that was like kind of like an
yeah,
interesting experience because Mto is very good at what they do, but they're not like they needed like not the person. The person didn't speak or anything, but the
emotional support. Just
the emotional support. So even in the workplace, right, from an HR perspective, they'll say that Batubananle that have those kind of like even anxiety and depression need to be given reasonable accommodations, right? And one of the things as part of reasonable accommodations would be needing somebody like a buddy longer term than maybe when a person initially on board, they give you a buddy for 3 months.
Yeah, I get you.
Maybe when you need a buddy for 6 months, or you need a work buddy like for the entirety of the time that you're there. And that person is just there for you as an additional support over and above the employee assistance programs and all of that. And it is one of the things that I do to get me going. To give you an example, is when I'm struggling to start my day, because one of the things that ADHD is like initiating tasks. So when I'm struggling just to sit down at my desk, I'll call someone. Like I'll call maybe SosK, any one of my friends, and just have a random conversation, and then like while I'm sitting up and sitting down.
Okay.
And that thing, Donna, like it is so crippling that sometimes if I don't have that additional support, I will be going up and down. My desk is here, and I'm just struggling to sit. I'm just struggling to sit down, or I'm at work and kids are like up and down. I'm constantly up from my desk because I fidget. I struggle to sit down. So having sort of like that person, it's not somebody that you can necessarily blame, but it's that additional support, it's that accommodation, not necessarily everything.
So imagine, dog, like a person that goes through what you are going through, but they're not really educated or on it, or they don't know what it's called, what they have. I imagine how many people have that thing, but they just don't know what it is.
And they live life.
Then they live life.
But I'm saying they could be greater. Lina, I'm right now, I don't have that. And I'm saying, oh my gosh, in my personal opinion, I have so much potential. And
okay, so that
to do a lot more.
So I have a question.
But and it's been years that I've, besides like before even knowing, right? Even like
the struggle has always been there.
Even school-wise, I had to work 3 times harder.
No, I get you.
Than a person that's like quote-unquote no, because I just struggle to concentrate and to focus and to sit down.
True.
What I can say, Guti, like you do carry on, and like it's a character build and all of that. But I'm just saying, Guti.
But to her point, let's come to a point.
I'm saying, Guti, those kind of people, like including myself right now. Right now, and I don't think I'll have a chief of staff anytime soon. But you know what, like maybe God will bless me get lottery. But I would love to believe, Guti, you can find ways like me calling a friend to help me set up, or me being like putting things in my calendar, for instance, to remember, or other things that I'm doing currently that I did not know were even around me, arranging my life around ADHD, or knowing I'm doing that to help me concentrate, to help me focus better. But you just navigate through life.
So I have ADHD. I've had a personal assistant, and I've had not a personal assistant. Both times, it's better to have a personal assistant. I function better with a personal assistant.
So
just by myself doing this thing.
No, I get that, ne? I think there is a benefit. That part we know we kind of in deny. There is a benefit, right? My question to a point is like, there's a lot of us who are going through it. Maybe sometimes it's I don't have the means to access all that, like to afford an assistant, for example. But also, I wanted to add to a question: who determines like, I qualify for this because I think I could achieve more. And how do you know? That's what I'm saying. Most people who have this thing, they're already protecting a brand, or you are growing a brand.
So let me help you. Let's do
Your failures let you know.
Let's not break the internet, and let me bring you guys back to what I said. I said ADHD, autism, Asperger's.
Yeah.
Those things are disabilities.
Get
Right?
you.
Let's take it. So a disability, it means like it's an actual psychological and neurological disorder. Right?
Yeah.
And as
And
much
physical.
and physical.
Yeah,
And
like
as
this.
much as you have myself, Linklandla, that are people, like I told you, the spectrum, that may be high functioning.
Yeah.
He said that he could function with a personal assistant and without. Right?
Can you agree also that even person who is not on the extreme version of those disabilities, when they have an assistant, they too can do so much more?
It's like also like if we're talking about neurological and psychological disorders, there's people that also suffer from like depression, also and anxiety. So what you guys are saying, if a person that is in the township that doesn't have access to a psychology and psychiatrist can still survive depression and anxiety, but the fact that there is access to psychologists, psychiatrists, life coaches, right? Those people to provide additional support.
100%.
So the people that have access to that, it does not dismiss the dysfunction that's happening, and it minimizes their. So I understand how they can still function. We can still function. I can still function without seeing a psychologist.
I
can still function, but
am I efficient enough?
And I feel like having like a disability that people can see, I feel like it's harder than like not even harder, but
do you feel
sometimes
judged?
I feel like it's more difficult to explain because my scars, my disability,
they're not visible.
It's not visible, but
also can you agree, PeeBee, that they are also relative?
What do you mean?
The same struggle you have, someone who doesn't have ADHD, autism and whatnot, they go through this relatively. They go through the same thing where relatively both of them, will give them a assistant. They will each feel, oh, I needed this. I can do so much more.
But like, imagine if right now you had a wheelchair that was electric. Maybe you could go to places faster. You understand? So it's like, So that's regardless, that thing would give you an edge.
Advantage.
But one of the things that I'm passionate about is telling people, especially black people, around what is accessible in terms of getting your mental health together and understanding these things and the importance thereof. Because like you can function without it.
I have a question.
But one of the...
Would it be... Sorry, I'm going to interject a lot here. Because for you, this is very personal and you're taking us on a timeline. But also there's certain things I want to put as you open up, which I really appreciate, by the way. I appreciate that you are comfortable enough to share this. But at the same time, you're sharing to the most ignorant, devil's advocate. I probably agree with everything you're saying, but I want to play devil's advocate. The point I wanted to make was because these are not visible scars. If I'm a handicap, like I wear glasses, everybody's like, oh, he has visual impairment.
Legally blind.
Yeah. You understand? I can't even touch my car without them, so yeah, I am. So I don't have to explain myself. Would you feel better if you had like some token, simply like a disability mokoling, where I can put it there to say, oh, be patient with me. I'm dealing with this.
I'd appreciate it if people can actually see it. not even like just a, or if you could actually.
But now you're expecting a lot from people.
No.
Go wanna go parking lot to snag that thing, that one is not your parking lot.
No, I'm saying if let's say Skamu to like anally a physical asnal like you can clearly see who.
Yes.
I'm saying Guti, even excluding all of that, I wish like there was. If we could see each other's like brain in some shape or form. I wish that you could actually see you do have it, and it's not something that is made up in my head. And then
the funny thing is I see it and then I want to say, but I can solve it for you.
But
listen
like
to me. Follow my ideas. But that's what our parents did to us, depressed.
So, but like, how did you cope, guy, on not dating? Did you know that you have it go school on throughout maybe like high school, let's say?
Like I knew it, dog. But one of the things is when I did children, for instance, I had a mother. I understand, like that ensured a lot of things. They are for instance, even like before, like I got my diagnosis in Donasiku.
How did you cope in res? Because in res we get it.
I could only survive for like a year. After that, my mom got me like unlucky because I even failed.
Also, it was a bad to a point that
I even felt like flagged dog, and then like I only lived like res for a second year, and then like my mom fetched me from there. So it was really bad. Like it affected like a lot of aspects. Like short like.
I also failed and I was never finished.
Hey, this is the story. It's getting worse and worse. Like, we already feel bad, and now you're like, nah, I'm gonna take you.
He's the fuck out. He needs to fix his shit. So I came back home and tried to fix my shit, but I went back to varsity and failed again. And
Dude,
but I made it in life.
Hey, don't forget that part because it got real dark. Say that loud, and now I made it. Now I'm running my own company. and I got a PA running these things for me.
And
come back with that complex story.
Only 36% of people that have ADHD are able to finish school, and it's one of the thing is that it's not that you're dumb. Or it's because you really cannot focus. And then people take it. The thing that you're telling me to do in terms of like being able to wake up, it's like focus. You need to focus. You need to have a routine. You need to, and those are the things that are in your executive function that help you function. And then not the even leading symptoms to ADHD, it's things that everybody experiences. It's forgetfulness.
Yeah, it's relative.
Forgets. Like
how we this is why it's hard.
Google the symptoms, it's forgetfulness, it's inability to concentrate, it's sometimes like
overstimulation.
Overstimulation. Sometimes it's hyper focus or hyperness, like being fidgety. So now I can be hyper focused on something that saying I'm supposed to be listening like about the teachers teaching me math, and
you're creating a whole new movie in your head.
And somewhere else, and I could
used to enjoy those,
Yeah.
You're like, so you're daydreaming now. Like, you ruined it. I was having so much fun.
And
what were you talking about?
I never studied.
It's getting to the best part now.
I never studied throughout high school, and when I got to varsity, I realized that I needed to study. I survived high school. Like Kotla saying, I didn't have to listen in class. I didn't have to study. I managed to pass because I just have general knowledge.
Like concepts come easy.
Yeah, it's easy in high school. Then you get to varsity and it's like,
because now it's specialization now.
And now also like my social like anxiety and stuff like that. And meeting source also like helped me a lot. Like Turkey and like my emotional support human.
Shout out to Wheeler London. For emotional support pets.
I struggled, pop. I couldn't cope. I wanted to come home. But like that's why there's a lot of things if SOS is not there, I would not be
Okay,
able to
so let me
serve
ask you.
to serve. And it's not just like
I'm the chief of staff.
No, I get that.
like,
But
in
now you are
social
in a
setting,
different country
because
and you know no one and you're expected to perform. How was your week in London? Especially now, like you're going through this.
the social element, like I've been struggling with it. Like
So it's not a third world issue
because
where
even
only in
before-
Africa no one feels sorry
no,
for you.
even before.
Like, keep it moving, man.
Remember, dog, before we met, like you even said I was that person. Like people didn't even know me.
Yeah.
So I got to meet a lot of people, do shows and all of that. Then I moved to Centurion and a lot of things also happened. And I went back to that person, Adulang Aikwaleti, and doesn't go out and things like that. So
Gotcha.
it's because it's been the inner lady
Okay,
element.
so even in London was indoors.
Yeah, I didn't go anywhere, dude. Like I went to work and I came back for all of those days.
Were you ever late on your way to work?
Yep, twice.
Late in Africa, late in Europe.
I was where I was.
You can say that, you can
dude,
say
man,
I'm unstoppable.
Let me tell you guys, like, no, this is a serious story. Dude. My phone died. Ne? I'm in London. My boss is trying, dude, I overslept and we had to start the session at 9 o'clock. And I woke up, I think around 10. I woke up at 10.
Oh,
my
no.
phone, my
you were
phone
absent.
is dead.
Waking up at
No,
10.
my
you were
phone is
absent.
dead. I don't know anybody in London. They last saw me at the pub that we were at the previous day. I wasn't drinking much. But I think I had like just a beer. I overslept because I was struggling to sleep. I only slept at 4 o'clock. So I wake up at 10. There's been calling me. Nobody could get a hold of me because my phone is dead. And I tried to charge it while I'm showering. It wouldn't charge. I got there and it's like, yo, I am so sorry. Everybody's already in there. So when I say this thing is debilitating, it's not it's not like something that you wanna.
Ulala kanjani in London, Joe? You are so far from home and you oversleep in London.
And it's just like,
I
why
can't
didn't
even
you
sleep
try
better
to?
being being sentient, bro.
The
Like,
first night
first
sucks.
night sucks, bro. Like you.
And the thing is, like, it's because I couldn't sleep. I slept at 4 o'clock, like it's in Mbogo. And I thought that I charged my phone, and my phone wasn't charging. And it's such a, if you know me, it's such a PeeBee thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, you would say, like, dude, you didn't charge your phone. Like, and
You know this.
and obviously, like, now you've overslept, and it's just like, when I like, like, you got your dream job. What is happening?
Awunavalo, yazi
Awunavalo, yabona le label lena ibabesini ujayi. I can just say I've been diagnosed. Gotcha.
Can I ask you a question though?
Okay.
How many times a person will be like, yo, dude, you have an opportunity of a lifetime, dude, that anybody would kill for.
Yeah.
And then they're like, dude, how could you fuck this up?
Yeah.
How many times have people looked at you like, but how could you possibly have fucked that situation?
Yeah.
So I use such as sarcasm to, mask whatever.
The pain.
Whatever that's happening.
Yeah.
So I use that song. Of course I fucked up.
Yeah.
Fuck you, motherfucker. I'm a fuck up again. Dude. So I've accepted certain things that like fucking up is a part of Ntanza.
Like,
so if you're not seeing me and you're not seeing failure is my life, you don't know me.
But can I tell you something, man? That's what I mean by coping. Because you create a profile. Like, I'll tell you something, man.
I went to therapist.
Yeah.
I went to my 4 times, then I found out that actually I can't afford to go.
Yeah.
But it was going so well.
Me too. Me too.
So what do I do?
Don't get to Huru. Literally.
Me too, dude.
You only afford it 1 hour. No, but in the meantime, you create a bravado, and this is where I think the difficult thing, like sarcasm, comedy, it's all a bravado to mask what you're really going through. So for me, it will be guess what? These people will never know me, but they will know my bravado.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, but the minute you like get past this guy and you're like, oh, flip. Hey, it's a mess there. It's vulnerable that side. They'll be like, what's going on? Are you okay? I'm like, no, you are seeing the real me now.
Yeah,
like the mask is.
I've never been okay.
Yeah.
Like I've never been okay, guys.
and I mean, like, and this is where I'm like, when you say you love someone, you better love everything about them.
Dude.
Because 90% of the time it's the bravado.
Yeah.
And then you get so close. And then now you see the real pain, you're like, oh, oh my goodness. Hey, that's when I need you to be strong. Because in my mind, I'm like, hey, you wanted to come this close. Yeah.
Somebody's daughter.
Dude. And they're like, but like you are awesome, you're amazing. I'm like, I'm that and also this too. Mm-hmm. You understand? Mm-hmm. And so I walk about that to say, I can only hold up the shield at work, like corporate, but there's some point I need to drop the shield, rest the armor, and then be in like, wow. But my bravado is, I'm not messed up. The world is messed up. The expectation the world has of me is messed up. And they are constantly, showing this propaganda of who I should be, what I should be doing. This time, I'm like, you don't know what I'm dealing with, but you want me to look this image. And I'm not. And it's like, to hell with you, I was never the problem. I'm not changing. Yeah, I'm not changing.
It's easier to say when you're functioning in. But for a person like me,
I get that.
I've been like, you are trending as a fuck up. Or like, and even if like you genuinely this time, so it's like, like this time, guys, I really
Why don't
tried.
you embrace the fuck up though?
I did.
Yeah,
with the weed.
That's the bravado I'm talking about. Embrace it.
I embrace the fuck up. Embrace the fuck up. But dog, I don't it, but I can be like,
I
embrace it, but yeah. It's just like, I was just trying to explain how much this thing, it doesn't just fuck up one area. Oh, I couldn't wake up.
Yeah.
That's just like one of the examples. So it's like, but dude, do better. And it's like, I try really in my, like, to do better has been my MO ever in my, like, since I've ever been a kid. I've always tried to better myself and learn more and not be like, oh no, like, okay, I know it's ADHD, but I don't want to be like, oh, this symbol now for, like, people that have ADHD.
The poster child.
Poster child, feel sorry for me. What do I mean? I can't function. But, like, to be honest, shit is real.
No, I get it. I get it.
Real, man.
Do you think the world has that room for you to just be? Like, do you think they'll get to a time where, because I think the reason why we have like technology and all this is because no one wants to accept that I can't recall something I said 2 days ago instantly like that.
Well, holy, even the reasonable accommodations that I was speaking of, right? Some of them, like, there's other companies in South Africa, especially South African companies. Tell me a company that would be in South Africa. Actually, you are an employer.
Yeah.
So if I was a candidate and I said to you, I need to bring a life coach.
Okay.
Generally, and I'm not saying that you are an awfully judgmental person.
I can be.
But like before it even happens.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Your perception is already like,
okay.
Just panini should something pop off. What are you going to do now? Are you gonna say, hey, I need my emotional support human? And how is
maybe call it I need my mentor to be around. Then I get it.
To be handling pressure and all of that. So that we would love to move from, like, we love the idea and theory of being supportive to people that have these autism and all of that. But especially in South African organizations, dude, and you say, Guti, I have ADHD, because I'm in an international company, dog, they understand, right? Because I'm not even the only person in my team that has ADHD.
I was about to say, we sometimes particularly look for autistic people because that's where the talent is.
Yeah.
The code there is mwah.
And that I was actually, there's a study in the tech tech industry that show that the most diverse organizations and the organizations that are in like tech and fintech that are hiring candidates with newer diversities, there's an opportunity there. And even in the South African perspective, there's an opportunity where I say to companies, provide value beyond compliance. Because there is value, there has been research around those people and the productivity thereof. But then you have to, in the tech industry, that's where it works, right? But you have to think about it if in any other industry, it's a little bit like, like really you need like an accountant or an auditing firm. You understand? That's why I'm saying, hey, this thing, in the work that I do, I'm HR, I'm supposed to be the one that upholds the standard.
I was about to say, are you not in the wrong career? Maybe you should be coding.
I'm in a perfect career. I'm in a perfect one. Because I can actually, and because I even studied like the psychology of people in the workplace. It's easy for me to explain and to show people the value of having a person like me that can develop an application at work as a screener form that can do Microsoft Forms and link it to lists and use Power Automate.
Now, why are you plugging those people? Plug us.
And then still and still be able to screen and interview candidates like a normal recruiter. So you basically have a person that is an analyst, a person that is like a talent like acquisition person, and then you also have a sort of like a tech person in your team. So that's why when you replace me in the most roles that I've ever been, you can't replace me with one person. Like in the company.
I remember the conversation we were having. Like, no, actually, wherever I go, I will start a department.
So where I work now, they've actually realized, let this person cook.
I think, can I say,
that's the kind of place that
I was about to say.
Oh, like, okay, only 80 for an hour, but let them cook.
For me, it's like, as much as there is these labels and they call it a handicap, and I'll say it ignorantly, right? I think it's a mark of genius. Because when I get that moment and put together a concept that has been playing my mind, like she says, no one can do that. Like, it's like, what? You pulled that off? I'm like, yeah, I pulled it off. Yeah, and for me, it's like the best feeling because it was in that struggle. This genius came out. And I'm wondering if there was no struggle, if I had full-time support, would that have driven? Because sometimes that creativity can come from that anger, that frustration.
That's slavery mind. Leave that shit. You could have made it. You could have made it. You didn't need to suffer.
No. But let me put it this way.
No, it's not embracing suffering.
It's not embracing suffering. I think doesn't matter where you are, life is suffering. The journey of solving problems is what I'm saying.
It doesn't come with a manual.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it easy. Like, it's not easy.
What I'm saying is that if there was no problem, I would have not come up with a solution.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
And
the problem creates the solution. That's what I'm saying.
And if everything was handed to you to take A and put no B,
where's the hunger? Where's the hunger? Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you. I'm with you on this one, Maczwel.
I'm not saying, embrace that. No, I'm saying the rejection of that brought a solution, brought success.
Sure.
Yeah. Because now how I move, like, in my mind, I am playing 5 steps ahead all the time.
And the victory is much more sweeter because, guys,
sometimes I don't want to go through it. Not personally.
I know.
I don't want to go through it.
That will reprimand me. It's like, no, we are solving the problem now. I get it, but the 5 steps, it's going to come back to this decision we're making now. So let's mitigate. And that's all I'm doing. Let's mitigate. And I'm like, by the time it appears, for me, it's like, don't worry, guys, it's taken care of. And they're like, and they're like, because, and the minute, and maybe this becomes the concern, the fear.
But because you live like that, there's not many times where you can start things. because you're already trying to get to the 5 steps. Of course, in the 5 steps there's a problem, and step 5 has its own problem. So
the advantage is that I'm hands-on.
Its own problem.
Yeah, I'm hands-on. So whatever you see, anything I start, I did it for you. I created. This is the process you're gonna go through. You can be creative in terms of I think this is what works for me, but I've created the path for you.
Sure.
So I am hands-on. So it starts.
But you are alone, so
Oh yeah.
you are alone. You don't have clones.
Yeah.
You don't have clones.
But even Michelangelo, when he was painting the Sistine Chapel, wasn't he alone? It was a laborious task, but damn, the story of it.
How long did my fucking?
Yeah, but that's the story. That was what makes the story. If he did it in a day, we would not. I don't think we'd talk about it. If he 3D printed it, it would be nothing to write about it. The story comes in from the ashes. Rose the phoenix.
Ekela mele kube nama program lawa bo AD ABCDHD.
Oh wow. No. I think schools have it. It starts with your OT.